And still with Marco Rubio, he'd met Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, is in Israel for his first official visit to the Middle East. America is standing by the nation, agreeing Hamas must be eradicated. Mr Netanyahu has described President Donald Trump as the greatest friend Israel has ever had in the White House.
Late on Saturday night, and after a phone call with his Russian counterpart, the first at that level in 2 years, the US Secretary of State Marco Rubio touched down in Israel. The US fighting many fires right now. But this a moment once again to signal America's unwavering support for Israel. Benjamin Netanyahu keen to stress that he and Trump were on the same page on Gaza and on all the other regional threats that Israel faces, with Iran their common thread.
We have a common strategy, and we can't always share the details of this strategy with the public, including when the gates of hell will be opened, as they surely will if all our hostages are not released until the last one of them.
Related to that, the President's been very clear. Hamas cannot continue as a military or government force. And frankly, as long as it stands as a force that can govern, or as a force that can administer, or as a force that can threaten by use of violence, peace becomes impossible. They must be eliminated. They must be eradicated.
Rubio's visit follows the release of 3 more hostages on Saturday in exchange for 369 Palestinian prisoners. But there are another 6 living hostages due to be released in this first phase of the deal. 73 in total still in Gaza. Israel believes around half of those are already dead. Phase 2 of the ceasefire should see the rest returned, as well as the full withdrawal of Israeli troops. But no word at this meeting of when that might start. The Gaza ceasefire holds by a thread, not helped by an Israeli aerial attack near Rafah on Sunday, which Hamas says killed 2 police officers working on the safe delivery of aid. The head of the Arab League at Egypt's Rafah crossing with Gaza telling an EU delegation there that Israel must do more to make sure the aid gets through.
Unfortunately, the pace of aid entry is not acceptable, neither in a humanitarian sense, morally, or in any other way. We continuously call on the international community to maintain pressure on the Israeli side, the occupation forces, to allow the entry of aid that is already at the border crossing.
And in an ominous sign of the consequences if things fall apart for the region, a US delivery of heavy Mk-84 bombs to Israel, paused under Joe Biden, restarted by Donald Trump. Diana Magnay, Sky News, Jerusalem.